Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So off we go then. He's going to be disappointed with that. Palmer.
You know, for me, Peter, there's a deep-lying playmaker out there who's as good as it comes. Pep Guardiola. As composed as he is clever, he always acts as the key pivot in forming attack after attack.
Yeah, he's a bit of a manager on the pitch.
Well, astute is the word.
Guardiola. Batistuta.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And the pass is intercepted. Palmer. Endrick. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. Now it's Messi. And he was quick to react. Valverde. Goulart in acres of space out wide.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Koundé. Goulart. And here's a chance! Quarter of an hour played. And here's... Can he finish? That's a half-decent try.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Beckham.
Manchester United clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me.
Grealish! And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
That pass isn't the best. Well, that's well spotted. Koundé. And another try! It's there! Endrick at his razor-sharp best there.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive for now.
Tries to get it clear.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And here's Grealish. Oh, easy pickings there. Palmer. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Vinicius Junior. Nicely weighted ball. Beckenbauer promptly onto that. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Beckham. And it's Guardiola. Good spot, he's seen the run. And he's managed to get free.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Beckenbauer. Bastoni. Madrid are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And it's Guardiola. Grealish. Decent hit!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Ball is over the line. It's a pretty loose pass. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. He is through here. Beckham. And Beckham! Lacking in accuracy.
Well, Peter, he clearly felt he was being invited to shoot, and it wasn't the worst decision he could have made.
Guardiola. That's Beckham. Koundé. Guardiola. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Messi! It's in! They have come roaring back!
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten.
He stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Well, entry via the post is at the widest possible point, which means a keeper is well and truly beaten.
And the first half is done. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. Couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's one each. The midway point of the game.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. If you're a fan from either side, it's unpleasant, and as for the managers, check your heart rate.
So, both teams heading off for the break. An interesting game has brewed up here, hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but the score at half-time is 1-1.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 3.
And that's the second half started.
El dorsal 21.
That is good alertness.
El dorsal 35.
Hendrick. He's getting hounded, really hounded. Valverde. And he's in on goal. Woola! And that would have been some goal.
Oh, after such a great run, I'm expecting him to go all the way, and instead, he just lost his way.
Madrid do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change. That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset. Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal. Yeah, it looks like a change of approach.
And Messi! Oh, extraordinary.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
That is a great pick out. Can he put it away? What a wonderful goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here. That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
Oh, what a ball! Batistuta! He has done it! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 11.
Madrid have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution. Manchester United take a two-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And it's Modric. Beckham, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Modric. Manchester United needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Batistuta couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Oh, look, his
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
Modric. And here's Mbappe. Beckham. Goes in for the header! Oh, should really have made more of that.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled. That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Vinicius Junior. Guardiola delivering the goods as expected.
Well, not only can a player of such high calibre show the imagination to set up a goal, but he can also produce when the pressure...
Chance for the header! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Irwin. Beckham, who's set up one goal so far. Beckham.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Beckham is in a really good position out wide. And he's intervened well there. Rudiger. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Modric. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Lobbed in behind. Oh, what a mistake! Grealish. And it's Messi. Now it's Batistuta.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And it's Modric. Mbappe. Back into the middle. Grealish. Irwin. Madrid could have here their final chance. Madrid with the corner, their first. And now they can spring out of defence. That has ended up in no man's land. Irwin. For Grealish.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. And he's had it nicked away. Messi. Mbappe. He gets big. It's a goal. Drama at the death. Is there time for one more twist?
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established. Well, it is a game which, in the grand scheme of things, may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears. It is the perfect soundtrack. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect.
And the shot! And it's a goal! Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. He is through here. Rodrigo, they're urging him to shoot. And the shot! Goal! 2, and we've barely begun here. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Madrid are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
And that's a mighty effort! And he's taking no chances there. Xhaka. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside.
That was well seen too. Good clearance. That right side seems to have become a very good outlet for them now. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Well, the defence have two choices: deal with the man or deal with the space.
He's had a shot! And somehow it stayed out. And it's Messi. Now that's well seen too. Still pretty early days, but the difference in fortune is very clear. Messi has it out wide and in space.
That right side seems to have become a very good outlet for them now. Messi clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Really unconvincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
He'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his run.
Alexander-Arnold. Granit Xhaka. Thinks one through. Oh, he's been caught napping. Decent hit! And yes, it's there! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Camavinga. Beckham. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Kimmich. Passing is crisp and sharp. Alexander-Arnold looking to get on the end of this. Heads it! Sticks it away! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud, because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller.
A great delivery and a finish to match.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
We have ourselves a real game here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Oh, that's a nice ball.
And he cuts out the supply.
Oh, that looks a good ball through. Cleared without complication. Messi. Camavinga cuts it out. Can he get it through? Oh, nicely intercepted. Alexander-Arnold. So what can they make of this? Gently done. Well timed, excellent interception. Some really good ball movement. And he's gone looking for safety. And that has been cut short. Vinicius Junior. And the pass is intercepted. Has a look and plays it forward. And he's had a hit!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, he's been caught on it here! Now it's Vinicius Junior. There's no flag! He's got away! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Yeah, the ball in there was simply superb. He won't be too happy that it's gone to waste like that.
Granit Xhaka. And he's cut it out. Bellingham. Now it's Rodrigo. And he welcomes it in. Mbappe! That could spell trouble. Another big chance that gets away.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
And he was quick to react. Now it's Mbappe. Kimmich. He could be in here. Mbappe. Mbappe! Goal! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
There's the whistle for half-time. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement. Well, time to catch your breath after a manic first half. Goals, goals and more goals, but only one between them.
En el marcador se puede ver información relacionada con la seguridad del estadio. Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 2.
And we're off
dorsal
again.
35. El dorsal 10.
Mbappe.
Modric.
Kajolu. He has found the way through.
18. El
It's a
dorsal
throw-in.
4. El dorsal 8. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Quick look, then plays it in. Well read, and the danger is averted.
Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those raking passes just to spread the play.
Mbappe! They've done it! And this is getting better and better. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Look, it's a whole different ball game now, Peter, and it's a test of how they manage affairs from here.
Camavinga. Alaba gets over and intercepts. Madrid different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Maradona. And it's Xhaka. Shot a goal! That was a matter of inches.
Look, I'm sure he'll deny it, Peter, but the keeper didn't have that covered.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively. Well, if he truly fancies his chances from here, he's going to need the best of the best.
And straight into the wall. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Madrid with the corner, they're first. Oh, we've seen that early. Has a goal! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. That's no fluke, it's what he was there for.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Madrid grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And the shot! And he hits the net! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Madrid are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And he's heaved it away. He's played him through, and he's lost his man here. Hits one! And that's past the post.
Well, talking about a man on a mission, that was a super effort.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. He's away! And Martinez! Is it in? Yes, it's an own goal!
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Fortuitous as it may have been, they all count 1. He's gone for goal! Bellingham. Madrid are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. He's found a way through. He gets big. Kimmich. Maradona. Kajolu. In towards the middle. Tries to get it clear. Messi goes short. And here's Messi. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Madrid are looking to go forward now. Well read, nice into... Oh, that is asking for trouble. And he's found a way past. Big chance! It's there! That was easy, almost too easy.
Yeah, and all engineered, Peter, by some smart running and movement. That's already something to admire, but how about the pass? Just wonderful, loved it.
Another one! This must be his personal high. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Well, he caught that pure, but no end product.
The moans and groans are predictable. He felt compelled to try.
Well, that is one way to stop him. And it's Maradona.
Cadiolu really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
He'll try to... Oh, what has happened here? And he gets rid in a hurry. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
And he's managed to gift it back.
Cadiol.
And it's been given away. Big chance! One-on-one shapes to shoot! They've scored! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. And already we're underway here. Vinicius Junior pinches it off him. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, I've been...
Mbappe! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Now it's Drogba. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Beckham. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now Modric. Drogba. Yamal. Nice ball, and the shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Ooh, delicate... Goes in for the header! There it is!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and made it perfectly.
Madrid are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Rafinha. Oh, such a clever touch.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Neymar. Dealt with nicely by the defence. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, good ball, and this looks... Drogba! Sticks it away! And they're at it again, in double quick time!
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
And yes, it's him again!
Things starting to look very...
Mbappe! It's there! That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing. This is threatening to become a really good game.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
He's got tall, and one more try! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
His radar picked up on that very quickly, and he was first to react.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Olise. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Rafinha, gently done. Camavinga cuts it out. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now it's Rodrigo.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Corner it is. Paris Saint-Germain have their second corner now.
Paris Saint-Germain really have decided to turn to the long ball. That's very obvious now.
And how do they go about making that work?
Well, they can't neglect accuracy, and it can turn that opposition defence into facing its own goal, which so often can cause problems.
Camavinga, Alaba, Modric, Mbappe engages and forces him off the ball. It's a sweet ball, that. Rodrigo, Mbappe, there's the shot! And it's in! They are right back in business.
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Ball swung in. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Nicely weighted ball. That has not gone well. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Dinks one through. Chance for the header! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. He's had it taken off him. Rodrigo! Pass is just off target. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Nicely aimed pass.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
They're urging him. Real chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? And we hit half-time. Well, it has been a pretty crazy game so far. A game played out in extraordinary fashion, and the scoreline underlines that. So we reach the halfway point.
We've seen some really terrific football in that half with the flow of goals. And of course there are mistakes, but I'm not in a mood to moan.
Quite a half. More of the same, please. Score at the interval, 2-2.
Votre attention s'il vous plaît. Le propriétaire du monospace bleu qui gêne la sortie des bus est prié de déplacer immédiatement son véhicule avant que la fourrière ne l'emporte. Changement.
Madrid get the second half going. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Madrid different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Looking for the run. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Works it forward. No luck with that dink over the top. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And that's put paid to a promising move. Rafinha, and he lines up a cross, and he's there to clear it. Hakimi. Pedri. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. That is good alertness. Oh, that's a nice ball. Well timed, excellent interception. He could be in here. Koundé deals with that comfortably. It's run loose here. Camavinga. Now there's a fine ball. Passing nice and neat. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Modric is fouled. Beckham having a look.
Well, this is his opportunity to make the stage his own here.
That's a fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
Always onto this.
898.
Neymar. Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Camavinga. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Oh, he's been flattened there. Referee has just said play on. Upamecano defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And he was quick to react. Rafinha. Great shot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And they're back in front. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Paris Saint-Germain take the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Mbappe. He's beaten the last man. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Oh, this looks sharp. Cristiano Ronaldo. And that's been repelled. Oh no, what has happened here?
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 10.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Change being made here, presumably to tighten their defence.
Look, only time will tell now if this is the right decision, but at least the manager hasn't dawdled. You know, he's reacted quickly, and it needed that.
Now it's Rafinha. Oh, perfectly measured that. Now it's Owen. Bellingham. Goulet. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, easy pickings there. Rafinha. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Bellingham. Now it's Owen. Well read, nice interception. He's through here. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, that's fabulous. Upamecano did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Beckham. He's played him through. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Bellingham. Bellingham plays. Up he goes! In he goes again. They've done it! We thought it was over. It's all square once more. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question.
Tries a header! Well, now it's a race for the ball. In he goes again! Yes, he's done it! And that has raised the roof! Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Madrid. So that's it. It is all over. Madrid have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Thrilling, nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until the very end, but we do have a winner.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely.